This is evaluation question 6, and during the process of making the title sequence I learned how to use a JVC camera, and whilst using that we had to be careful of the lighting because sometimes the shots would become too dark. We also used the flip camera, which was good for taking quick shots and like a practice run, and sometimes recording feed. After using them sorts of products, we went and learned how to edit it all on Premiere Pro, which was really difficult at first because it's really hard to grasp on, but then after trying and practicing playing about with the buttons it actually became quite easy, such as sticking the shots together. So one of the first things that we had to use was a JVC camera, and using this allowed us to shot a wide range of footage and then being able to manipulate it digitally online on the Macs. And on the Macs we used Premiere Pro. At first it was quite difficult, however after getting a grasp and practicing about with the buttons it became more and more easy basically to use. Being a cameraman of the group, it allowed me to experience with different types of shots and tones and colours, such as recording outside is very different to recording inside. Inside you have to set a camera in a specific way so the lighting doesn't hit the camera directly or create certain type of shadowing behind the character. However, recording outside was quite easier because there was just natural light everywhere anyway. So even though recording outside was easier, we decided to record inside because it's easier to manipulate the lighting because the genre is horror, so darker tones were more suited and more associated to the theme, such as creating enigmas with the lighting and the shading. Close all the blinds, switch off all the lights and only use like a lamp or our flashlights on our phones, which created like, what does it create? Like a spotlight. It created a spotlight for certain scenes, so everything else was irrelevant apart from what the shot was focused on. After organising all the shots, I directly sent them onto Premiere Pro by obviously plugging in a video drive, which at first I did not know what it was. Then after it was easy to crop and stick the videos together, however I then was able to learn how to like add effects such as fading, blackouts, and then cutting it, shortening it. Another thing that I also learned was how to add titles to a sequence, which is still a bit confusing now, but I think with practice I will get better. Along the way I also learned how to embed and send files to one another, such as from the video drive, from the flip camera, onto the Blogger, which still sometimes malfunctions on me today, but I still try to do it again and again. As shown in the title sequence, some of the shots were panning, and because the setup was low on the floor, I wasn't able to use any sort of appliances such as a tripod or whatnot, so it was quite difficult to just hold it in your hand and, you know, to be able to keep your hands steady, which is something that I practiced and had to keep reshooting, which did get quite irritating, but then I still did it. So at first, looking at the panning shot on Premiere Pro, it did look quite shaky and a bit near. So basically, we did use the stabilising effect on Premiere Pro, which did quite help pick up the whole scene together and did quite boost like the quality of it. Also, we then was able to cut and drag the shots from scene to scene. The most useful technology I learned was using the JVC camera, and as I did the genre horror, it helped me get more creative, creating specific shots for the genre, such as close-ups, panning, medium. It also made me more capable of showing certain aspects of the characters by doing shots such as over the shoulder and then following the 180 degrees rule. This helped create enigmas within my scenes and didn't give away too much to the audience, which left them anticipating for the rest of the film. Thank you.